90 years ago, the Virginia Farm Bureau made our local farmers a promise to protect and preserve a way of life they worked so hard to establish. Today, our insurance agents work to protect all Virginians, not just farmers. We want to keep Virginia, Virginia. More information is at farmbureauadvantage.com.
The remarkable soybean. From its oil, we get products like ink, candles, and paint. From its meal, we get a high-protein fiber used in foods and animal feeds. Natural soy is replacing chemicals and products you use every day. You can learn more about soybeans at vasoybean.com.
Would you like to put your business in front of rural America and the ag community every week? We have sponsorship opportunities available that will do just that. Contact us to find out how you can milk it for all it's worth. Teaching young people about agriculture. Some folks in Northumberland County, Virginia area are doing exactly that through a program that's become it's popular with the community. Amy Roscher visits the northern neck of Virginia this week to find out exactly what's going on. We also have a story on field conditions as we conclude the month of May. Plus, we'll have a story on breeding beef cattle for the ideal calf. Those stories and more on this episode of Virginia Farming. I'm Jeff Ishii. Pasture conditions in Virginia have improved dramatically over the past few weeks as many farmers are reporting excellent yields with the first cutting of hay. These conditions are due primarily to improved soil moisture thanks to timely rains and moderate temperatures since early April. According to the National Agricultural Statistics Service, more than 90% of pastures in Virginia are currently in fair to excellent condition. Virginia cattlemen are being offered some tips on genetic selection and how it can impact the young calves on their farms. Clint Mefford has the story from the American Angus Association.
The problem with bigger cows is they are bigger cows. Annual costs encourage producers to reduce calving problems, not by making cows even bigger, but by selection for calving ease and lower birth weights.
There's a few different causes of calving difficulty. Either the calf's too big or cow's too small, or the presentation or shape of the calf can be an issue. But really the way we've addressed that primarily as an industry is for selecting for lower birth weights. We do now have calving ease as an EPD, and we can select for that as well.
But after decades of selection, some are wondering, has the industry gone too far?
You can lose the calf, you can lose the cow, and if a cow has trouble calving, she doesn't rebreed as fast. So we know that that costs the industry money. But we may not be totally sure what it's costing us if we get them too small. But I think we're there in some places and some herds, especially generation after generation after generation of calving ease and low birth weight genetics. We maybe have, pushed the limit.
Factors like fall calving versus spring or cold weather versus warm and breed makeup will influence the ideal weight.
There are still herds and operations. If you are still losing calves because of calving difficulty and you're pulling half your calves and your average birth weight is well above the industry average, you need to buy a calving ease bull. But if you haven't pulled a calf in a couple years and you have a bunch of little calves that aren't getting up and aren't nursing and you're having some death loss on the little ones, it might be time to think about not putting so much downward pressure on that.
University of Illinois Angus steers showed a linear decrease in pre-weaning death loss as birth weights increased, but the effects could include lifelong performance and even final carcass quality.
We know that early in life is really important for setting the intramuscular fat cells, and so I think that if there is a stress, that's well documented, cattle that aren't healthy as calves, have poor marbling, and it could be related to this calf birth weight and gestation length. I think it's possible that there may be an extreme there where, yes, not only do we affect their growth, but ultimately we've maybe hindered their actual potential to reach their true genetic merit for marbling and for quality as well.
More research is needed to help uncover these relationships, Scheich says. I'm Clint Mefford.
Thank you, Clint, for that report. Well, a new tax credit should be beneficial to both Virginia farmers and the food banks to which they donate. The Food Crops Donation Tax Credit was approved by the General Assembly last year and encourages Virginia farmers to donate edible food crops to a nonprofit food bank. In return, they can receive up to a 30% tax credit for their donation. The goal is to help food banks around Virginia provide additional fresh produce to those in need, while helping farmers get rid of seconds that they can't sell to retailers. More information is available through your accountant, which should be aware of this new tax credit, which runs only through the year 2021. Well, this week we travel to the northern neck of Virginia, where Amy Roscher visits Northumberland High School for Farm and Field Day. That's our Focus on Ag Insights, coming up next.
Today we're visiting Northumberland County, and we're at Northumberland High School for Farm and Field Day. It's a story that starts with this greenhouse that I'm standing in, except the greenhouse story actually starts in Warsaw, and that's where we're headed next. So we traveled to Warsaw to Garner's Produce, and I'm joined by Dana Boyle. Dana, thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you for coming.
What a gorgeous produce stand.
Thank you.
Right here in Warsaw, it's gorgeous.
Appreciate
it really
it.
is. So today we're talking about this amazing Farm and Field Day. Give us some background on your involvement in the Farm and Field Day.
Well, I'm not involved a lot in Farm and Field Day. I'm involved in what goes on before that event. I help Tammy Wilkins and her class in her greenhouses there at Northumberland County High School, the PACE program, where they grow their own plants, and this is where they sell them at the Farm and Field Day event.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about how you got together with Tammy, and tell me a little bit about this greenhouse that Tammy has, because I know there's a story behind that.
Oh, it is. So my brother-in-law, Hut Williams, was the guidance counselor at Northumberland School where Tammy worked. And through conversation, she expressed to him her interest in taking the kids out into the community. So they would go do work at hotels, grocery stores, you name it, wherever she found the opportunity to introduce them to something different, she would. So when she got talking with Hut, she took advantage of that opportunity and said, tell me about your sister-in-law's, farm and what they do, and can I go? So he sent me a message and said, can they go? And I said, absolutely. So they're invited anytime they want to come. So they started coming here, helping me in my 2 greenhouses back there. They would help me seed, they would help me transplant. And I guess this went on for a year or more, well, a season or more. And then Tammy said, hey, why can't we do this at our own greenhouse? We have a greenhouse on the school property that has, actually, I think it was 2, that are not being used right now. They lay vacant. Can we do this? And I said, absolutely, you can, because she had done it enough here where, with a little bit of direction.
She already knew.
She did. And that's kind of what happened.
Wow.
My husband, Bernard, went down, checked the plastic on the greenhouse that was sitting there, checked the heater, checked their water source, kind of got all that in line for them. I helped her get plants ordered, plug plants, seeds, potting material, the soil, and they were kind of on their own. Then they stopped coming here and helping me.
I can tell you miss them. I can tell you miss them.
I do, but they're doing. I don't have to miss them because I go down there and see them now.
So how do you think that? How are they doing?
I think they're doing great. They're doing really well. Tammy tells me what she did last year, what people liked that she had, what they asked for, and she doesn't have. And if I can, I get it for her. If I tell her, no, don't touch that with a 10-foot pole, we're not going to go there. She won't try to grow it.
Right.
But if she wants to, and I think she should, we make it happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's fun.
So you got that, you kind of got that ball rolling with them by opening up your produce stand to them.
Right.
So one final question. Have any of Tammy's former students stopped by to see you?
Oh yeah, I see them often.
Good.
Yeah, and they do still come by. She does still bring them by. They don't help me as much in my greenhouse now because they have much of their own work to do.
Right, but they come to visit you.
They will, and she brings them out, and they do the pick your own strawberries, and a lot of times they'll take those back to the school, and they'll do a strawberry sale to raise money, or they'll make them into strawberry cakes and resell them. So we still do see them.
Wow, well, that's great. Well, we're going to head over to Northumberland High School and catch up with Tammy now so we can get the rest of the story about her involvement in this amazing Farm and Field Day.
Good, very good.
Dana, thank you so much for talking to us today. We sure appreciate it.
Thank you. Y'all have fun over there.
Thank you. So we finally caught up with Tammy Wilkins at Northumberland High School. And Tammy, tell us your tie-in with Farm and Field Day.
Farm and Field Day started about 5 years ago. We started opening to the public to sell our plants that we had grown. A lot of the other teachers jumped on board, Literary Magazine. They host the crafts. That raises money for them, any booth that they sell to vendors with crafts. And then we tied in, and we have so many different programs coming, the Forestry Department, Marine Resources. ROTC is going to have their own booth. The EMT students will have their own display. So also Beta, the junior Beta, is going to have pony rides. So it all tied in for the whole school.
So you work with the PACE program here. Tell us about the PACE program. What's it all about?
The PACE program is designed to help kids that haven't really decided what they want to do. It's a transition program. It's geared to our lower students that may not be going to college or may not have decided what they're good at or what they want to do. We go out in the community. On Mondays, we go to Callio Supermarket. On Fridays, we bus tables at Lotsburg Cafe. And on Wednesday is our real fun day. That's our Ag in the Classroom. On the first Wednesday of every month, we go to read a book to the elementary students. The second Wednesday, we have our 4-H leaders come in and do a program with us. The third week, we cook and eat, and it has to be fresh vegetables. That's been a real eye-opener to some of the kids that they really do like fresh vegetables. Not always, and we have to have the trash can pretty handy so that they can discard anything they may not like. But for the most part, it's been a huge success. And then on the fourth Wednesday of each month, we take a field trip. State Fair, we've been over to Bay's Best, a local farmer, we've been to Stratford Hall and run their grist mill, and we take a local field trip.
And what is this big, pretty yellow flower? Marigolds. You are so good at this, buddy. And go over there and water our little pots of flowers.
So, how do you feel about agriculture as a teaching tool?
I think it should be in every classroom. It's the backbone of everything we eat, everything we wear. It needs to be brought back into our school systems a whole lot more. And I try to do that here in Northumberland as much as I can.
Well, behind us there's lettuce and some flowers and some beautiful things, and these are all things your students have grown in this greenhouse.
Yes, ma'am.
So we just talked to Dana Boyle at Garner's, and she told us a little bit of background about how you brought your students there and how she kind of prompted you to get your own greenhouse. You can do this. This greenhouse that we're going to take a look at has an interesting story. Can you tell us about it?
Our FFA program folded. It stayed idle for a year in between teachers. We had an amazing teacher who retired and then just could never fill his shoes. When Dana and I thought about this, my first comment to her was, this ought to be really good because I can kill grass. I mean, you know. But we took a shot at it. We had seeds donated. We had pots donated. They came down, walked us through the first year. I will never forget, the first year we made $300 and we were all so excited. And then from there, last year we netted about $3,500.
Wow.
So it has grown tremendously.
Now the greenhouse that's here now was not the original greenhouse. I heard a story about having to move this greenhouse, and it was something that you and the Boyles did together.
My family and I and the Boyles, I inquired when we built the new school, now where are we going to put the greenhouse? And they're like, oh, we haven't really thought about moving the greenhouse. And I'm like, man, we've just got it off and running. We got to move the greenhouse. So there was 2 greenhouses there. This one with part of these bows, and we bought more bows to add to it. The other one consists about 5 million screws, and Bernard said, I'm not doing that. So we decided that they could sell that at the auction. But we moved this down here and added to it. So my family has always been a background, they're just there for me whenever I need with the students. And we moved it down here and got it going and up and running the first year of the new school.
Wow, that's an amazing story. Because it's not easy work. And this entire project that you have here on the back side of the school is not an easy project, because you don't get time off from this, because you take care of this even when the kids are off.
Well, it's just a commitment that you have to make, and it's a commitment for these students that I'm willing to make. Most of the students that I work with don't drive, so they can't come down and water it and take care of it. There have been times, Farm and Field Day kind of has to fall around. April 15th is our frost date here in the Northern Neck, so it has to be after that. But then you have proms that are getting ready to start and ROTC balls that are getting ready to happen. So we have to work our Saturday in around all of this. And this year it happened to be 2 weeks after the Easter break. So I spent a lot of time down here doing Easter, just taking care of it, but it was okay. I don't mind.
It doesn't sound like you mind. It sounds like you absolutely love everything you do.
This is the highlight of my school year. I love bringing agriculture into the classroom. I've been so fortunate to work with Ag in the Classroom and Tammy and Lynn, and they're always there for me and whatever we need. Few of our local farmers, Mr. Billy Dawson, who we just lost in our community, was a great asset to this program. He helped me fund a book that we wrote for the kids here in Northumberland, and it's just been an amazing experience. It really has.
Well, Northumberland is an area that is so full of agriculture.
Everywhere.
And it's so diverse. In this small area, it's a huge diversity of agricultural products. So it's not like you have a shortage of topics to talk about and to teach.
I would like to bring it into our elementary school. I have talked to our superintendent recently about that, and use Ag in the Classroom as one of their electives that they would go to once a week to continue. They have gotten into the reading. They enjoy visiting the greenhouse, and they all love Farm and Field Day.
So you talked about selling stuff. Is Farm and Field Day the only day you guys sell your wares?
No, this is our business. We stopped going in the community after we opened the greenhouse on Saturday. We will no longer go to the supermarket because we're open every day, Monday through Friday from 8 to 2:30. And you would not believe how many customers come here every year to buy their plants year after year.
That's amazing. So what are you guys doing on Farm to Field Day? What are you and your students going to be doing?
Well, our main operation will be to run the greenhouse. We divide it up today into teams of 3, and 3 students should be with me at all times, and they are 30 minutes in the greenhouse and 30 minutes to play, and we rotate.
So that way they get to enjoy the field day too.
Oh, absolutely. They've already worked so hard here that one of the students told me the other day, man, I never realized this Farm and Field Day thing was going to be such a headache. So they have learned so much about, this is a business and we have to operate it. And we try to make this part of the PACE program. They learn to use the cash register and, so 3 on, 3 off on Saturday, but a lot of play time, but a lot of work time as well.
The Farm and Field Day has been going on for quite some time, but it's really grown since you've stepped in with this PACE program and helped build it more. Can you tell me about how the change over the years?
Oh, it's just been a huge change. When I realized I had to reach out to the community and to get the Master Gardeners involved, to get 4-H involved. Master Gardeners, we go down to our farm museum and we actually help them plant their garden that they give to the needy. They donate it all to the food bank. The first picking, we actually go and pick what we've planted from the garden and go with them to deliver it to the food bank. So we're getting to see things go in full circle. It's like the peas that we plant to go to first peas on the table. They invite their parents to come in, and we fix a meal out of our greenhouse for their parents one time a year.
That's amazing.
So we enjoy that as well.
And that builds a sense of pride with these kids too, because they've literally cultivated this food from seed to the table. So.
We may even have eggs this year. I mean, I doubt we'll have eggs from our chickens.
So tell me about your chickens.
Well, when I asked the superintendent if we could hatch chickens this year, she immediately said, I'll get you the eggs. So everybody was on board with that. The day they started hatching, the word got out, and my students were actually bringing the other kids into the classroom. The next thing we knew, we had classes lined up to come in our classroom. I don't know how many kids came through the next 3 days while the eggs were hatching, and it's been a school involvement, so it's really, really been a neat thing. And one of my students has purchased with his money his own chicken coop, and he will get to pick his 2 chickens before anyone else tomorrow, and he will take his home with him on Saturday.
Oh, that's amazing.
So
that's great.
That's a cool thing.
Well, the work you're doing here is incredible, and the love of agriculture that you're instilling, not just in your class, but in the whole school and the community, is amazing, and I commend you for that, because we need more of it.
Well, I love what I do. It makes it easy.
But right now, we're going to go take a look at Farm and Field Day and see what it's all about. We'll be right back. Farm and Field Day here at Northumberland High School. It's been a real pleasure to be here. Of course, it got a little rainy on us today, but that didn't stop things. People moved into the gym. Everybody had a great time. Special thanks to Tammy Wilkins for making all this happen, and for her love of agriculture and her love of kids, educating kids in agriculture. We'll be right back.
Our pearl of wisdom this week comes from Will Rogers, who once said, "The farmer has to be an optimist, or he wouldn't still be a farmer." Submit your own pearl of wisdom through our website at virginiafarming.com. Oh, and remember, you can catch our show on demand anytime you like, even from your smartphone at virginiafarming.com. That does it for our show this week. Have a great week, everyone. I'm Jeff Ishii for Virginia Farming.
90 years ago, the Virginia Farm Bureau made our local farmers a promise to protect and preserve a way of life they work so hard to establish. We want to keep Virginia, Virginia. Anyone can be a Farm Bureau member, and there's a local Farm Bureau in every county. More information is at vafarmbureau.org.
Virginia soybean farmers are hard at work growing soybeans to produce products you use every day. Candles, soaps, even crayons can be made from soybeans. Remember, when you buy soy, you're helping to support American jobs, the economy, and our nation's energy security.
Would you like to put your business in front of rural America and the ag community every week? We have sponsorship opportunities available that will do just that. Get in touch with us to hatch a new plan.